Over the past 18 months, you've probably heard people saying things like buy-to-let is dead, it's over for landlords, etc., etc. But what if those changes are actually creating a huge investment opportunity in the UK right now? My name is Martin Watson. I'm a chartered building surveyor based in the northeast of England, and I've spent more than 10 years working inside the UK property market, inspecting and managing investment property for investors. Because of that, I get to see firsthand the issues with how a lot of rental properties are actually run here in the UK. So the reality is a large number of rental properties in the UK are poorly managed and in poor condition. So many are owned by older, tired landlords who may be self-managed, haven't reinvested in the properties and struggle to keep up with the increase in regulation. So in my opinion, that's why the government have responded by introducing these tighter rules around property standards, tenant safety, energy performance, etc. So as a result of that, many of these older, tired landlords are now exiting the market. And I do appreciate that on the surface of things, this does sound negative for landlords, but the reality is it's creating a huge opportunity because these tired landlords are now selling and professional investors like yourself can step in, improve these properties, bring them up to modern standards and provide ultimately safe, warm and dry homes for tenants who will pay a good market rent for the property. So despite what you may hear online, property remains a powerful investment asset because it still provides the four key benefits that it always has: monthly cash flow through rent, long-term capital growth, rental increases over time, and most importantly, leverage through mortgages, which allows investors to control larger assets with smaller amounts of capital. This is why major institutions like BlackRock, Blackstone and Lloyds Bank are investing heavily into residential property right now. Now, traditionally, there have been two ways to build a property portfolio. That's one, do it yourself. That is, as it says on the tin, finding your own investment deals, designing your own refurbs, managing builders, having compliance and regulation managed yourself, which for many investors, that is a full-time job, especially if you have more than one or two properties. So the second option is done for you property investment. That is where you outsource the property investment to an agent like myself who handles all of that for you. So that includes having the deal sourced and negotiated on your behalf, and refurbishment works designed and managed for you. Regulatory compliance is then outsourced by nature to a property professional who can ensure that you're compliant and takes all of that emphasis off you. So basically, the investor can focus on building the portfolio without doing any of the actual work themselves. I think with the shifts in the market, you're going to see a lot more property investors moving towards the done-for-you investment option so that they can ensure that they are compliant and minimise the risk when investing. So in summary, buy-to-let certainly isn't dead. It's evolving, yes, but for investors who want to approach property professionally, there is a significant opportunity to step in and operate a professional business in the UK property market. If you're interested in building a high-quality rental portfolio in the Northeast, then click the link below and you can learn more about how we work with investors to do just this.